TipTrials.
Hello everybody and welcome back to TipTrials. This is the second episode and today I am doing the challenge of painting my ukulele. Very exciting stuff here. I tried to record this as I was doing it, but unfortunately that didn't really work because of just logistical reasons. So instead what I've done is I've finished the project now. I gave myself 2 hours to do it, and I'm just going to talk over the process and my thoughts behind what I was doing and why I was doing it as it's being created. So let's just dive right into that. So you just saw me sketching out the ideas on my ukulele there. This is loosely based on the famous piece, The Underwave of Kanagawa by Katsushika Hokusai, and some other things that I saw around the internet as well. Essentially, I wanted to do this really cool sort of wave and sunset-y kind of design, mashup of those two things. So I started off by just laying down all the base colors, as you can see that I'm doing here. I wanted them to be really bold, really saturated colors, because I knew that over time they'd probably fade, which would lead to them looking not so great. So I chose these really bold blues, these really bold reds, and I sort of faded them down to these really clear and sort of vibrant yellow colors within the sunset. My head, unfortunately, in the frame in this shot here does cover what I'm doing a little bit sometimes. But essentially what I tried to do first was get those block colors down. And this also helped me neaten up the edges and the lines that I wanted on the piece of artwork as well. So I just sketched out the initial thing with a little white ink pen and then started blocking out the colors here. You can see I chose a really nice bold yellow, but not so much that it just looks like pure yellow. It's got a little bit of brown mixed into there. And these are actually Warhammer paints that you use to paint those little models. And they seem to hold up well on the wood, especially since they're considered to be used for plastics really more than anything. Here at this moment I'm just picking out some different colors from the pot, and I mixed together a couple to get this really nice vibrant orange because I didn't have quite a good orange. So I mixed some of the reds and yellows together. That made it kind of a muddy brownish though, rather than a bright vibrant orange that I wanted. So I actually put a fleck of gold in there and that sort of lightened it up a little bit. So you can see me filling out the sky, and a quick change of angle here to see me start working to fill out the sun there. Now the last steps I did on this was actually the white, which I wouldn't recommend doing because you have to sort of lay it on quite thick. But before I got to that, I started working on these little blue highlights here. Now this is a weird one because I wanted to put them in, but I didn't quite plan or decide where I wanted them. So I just sort of threw them around randomly, and I think it looks okay. You can kind of see where I messed up one of the waves under the wooden part of the ukulele in the middle, where it's supposed to be a bit of sky, but I actually did a wave instead. So you can see me adding in the clouds here, the foam on the waves, and I actually go in and add a little bit of white to the sky as well, just to unify the whole piece, because it seemed like at the moment the sky and the sea were very separate, whereas if I added those flecks of white, it sort of brought the two together. And the final step was just to go through and I added a little bit of very light blue around the tips of the waves, just to bring them out and separate them out from the background a little bit more, and made it quite bold. And that's pretty much it. You can see the finished product in the background there behind me. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks really cool. There are a few bits I do again, namely I messed up one of the waves, and also I probably lay on a bit thicker with some of the paints as well, because it's already, I can tell as it's soaked into the wood and settled, it's looking a little bit less clear and a little bit less defined. All in all, I've done this sort of thing before. I've drawn on a couple of my older guitars with pens rather than paints, and I don't really work in traditional mediums, so this was a nice challenge for me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bit of a weird one, I know. With TipTrials, I'm not really sure what the concept's going to be. What I want from you guys is actually to submit challenges for me to take on. So if you do have any ideas and anything you want to see me give a go at, let me know in the comments below, let me know on the Discord, let me know by emailing me, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want. Just get in touch, give me a challenge, and I'll do my best to get that out there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next time on the next episode of TipTrials.
Remember to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks for watching.